there's not much else that's here. There's not really, can't really find any like clues per se. I probably should go keep investigating what we can. The sooner we investigate, the sooner, you know,
Should we
no one
maybe
else dies,
go
because I'm not gonna die.
Should we maybe go to the, what's it called, the guard station and tell them what we just found?
Yes.
Fuck them. I guess, yes, it'd probably make more sense than fuck them, but, you know.
If we're working with them right now, then yes.
Yeah,
Do y'all think
But
there's
also
any more
we-
information we could find out here while we're here? And at what appears to be the crime scene?
this is definitely a crime scene. But
A dead body?
Like,
That's,
I mean, do we see any blood or anything?
no, not really. Not outside of the cauldron, at least. And I don't
Are
know
any
if
like
you guys
missing
want to-
knives?
Nope. Everything. Well, you
if a
couldn't
knife
really
could slice
tell.
a head clean off, I'd be impressed.
You couldn't really tell
There's-
since
there's
nobody's
not like
really
a-
been back here.
There's not like a. Oh yeah, true.
There's no knife.
There's not like
block.
a knife block where there's just like clearly a gap.
No.
By what I mean is, like, supposedly the scene of the crime, it's more, this is where we found the body, but it doesn't appear this is where this person was murdered. That's more what
Or they could have been... Yeah.
Do you? Without giving too much,
could've
away, do you want to move the body at all?
I'm not touching that shit. You can.
My
Feel
hand
free.
is still
Me,
on.
the DM? What do you mean?
No, anyone else but me.
I mean,
Not
I
me.
don't
Not
think we
Astoria.
should
Astoria's not touching that shit.
We
I don't
do
think we
realize
should move the body, considering that's messing with the crime scene.
we do
and
realize
shouldn't do
that my hand is. I have my hands like deep into this cauldron, holding this body.
Yeah, you've already touched the body.
You've already
Let
broke
go of it.
crime scene number 1. You're gonna be
I
accused.
pick it up
And I'm not gonna
drop
help
it
you.
in front of us.
What did you say?
I pick the body up from the cauldron and just plop it in front of us.
Like, lay it on the ground.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, I really need to see that today. Thanks. Yeah,
If you
Much
take another,
appreciated.
if you take another glance into the cauldron, about where, I mean, it's filled with blood. Of course, it's a good. If you put your hand
Lovely.
touching to the
Range of
bottom of the
blood.
cauldron, it would cover up to your wrist. There's a good pool of blood at the bottom of
They've
this
ruined
cauldron.
the soup.
Yeah, there's no soup in this cauldron. Also, there was no fresh soup.
That
of the
is
day.
soup. That is soup. Blood. Soup of the day.
Blood soup.
Uh,
A vampire
on-
would love that.
make an yeah, Enzo, make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
13. Okay. Yeah, on the rim of the cauldron, about where the foot was hanging over, you see just like a chop mark. Like where a knife would have like sliced against the metal of the cauldron.
Is
After-
it fresh?
Well, seemingly yes.
So it's a fresh mark of a blade. Interesting.
It's there's no other mark like it on a cauldron because nobody's gonna be chopping things
Yeah,
on a
that's
cauldron.
Guys, this is a fresh mark on the cauldron, as if a sword had hit it, or any.
Not any sort of
blade,
blade, not just
weapon.
sword.
It's quite possible the guy could have been just knocked out, shoved in a cauldron to, you know,
And
not
the
make a
head's
mess.
nowhere to be found, right? No.
The head is not here.
Nothing. in the cabinet,
My
nothing.
vote
Not in the
is
cauldron.
my vote is in clearly insane skull lady who wanted the goblin head. She's fucking insane. She stole a head. That's her. For real.
It's possible, but if she's wanting these items, why would she leave evidence behind? Not to mention
Well,
completely
she's just weird.
demolish one in the slums.
And not only
She
that,
just
if she
weird.
wanted the head, why would she also try to ask us for it when she had put the help paper thing?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I'm just saying. It was really weird. This is really weird.
Either way,
It's all really weird.
that's all you can find, Enzo?
Yes.
Yes. The backup, yes.
The mysterious voice.
Yes.
Could I have my familiar try and sniff it and see if it recognizes the scent as, like, the murderer, perhaps?
The problem is that
It's covered in soup.
no, there was no soup in there. There's a lot of Goran smell, which makes anything that that Goran has fed. Very happy because it recognized that smell to mean food soon. But it does pick up a little bit on the scent of the previous murders, the scent that has surrounded the previous murders.
Not the same scent. That's quite possible. It could be. I don't know that information yet. I lied. L.
Alright. I think we should head toward the, what was it called? The place.
The guard post?
Yes, we should head to the guard post.
Main officers area? Sure thing.
We should go talk to them.
I've just named it police station, and we have our nice blank open area. It's just as hustle and bustle as it was the last time when you guys arrive. And you find the halfling pretty easily. Spots you from the other side of the room, rushes over to you. Kind of confused why you would be there so soon after telling after this morning telling him that you'd investigate the rest of the murders.
Yeah. I'll have Satara be a bit out of breath because I'm going to say they kind of ran there, or at least Satara did.
Yeah.
Sorry. Jesus.
Who's Jesus?
What's a god I can mention?
Jesus.
Who?
There are
Jesus.
many gods in this.
Okay, but which one can I mention? Which one would be
No,
the
no,
most...
he's like-
I'll make up a pantheon next time. So
he's
if
at
you
the
make it
block.
silly, I'll make up a new pantheon this week. It's fine.
Phew. We found another one. In the pig and pit.
Another murder.
Yes, we found another one. It was in the kitchen. Everyone was gone like seconds after you left. Everyone was just gone. We went to check and see what was going on. Like even Goran was gone. The barkeep. We went back there and I think I heard him scream. When he saw something in his cauldron or something, and Enzo here discovered it was a body, a headless body.
Indeed.
Like
Ugly.
right after I left.
Yes.
Just about, yeah.
Huh.
The blood is still on my hands if you want to, like, grab it, or like a sample or something. My hands are still dripping with blood.
Son, did you do this?
I did not know.
He stuck his hand in the pot like an idiot.
He's the dumb one of the group.
Okay, you're the one that
If
found
it wasn't obvious.
Yeah.
He essentially
not
he
the
pulled
someone.
he pulled the dead body out of the cauldron and laid it on the floor for us to look at. I didn't want to see that, but he did it.
Someone would have had to have done it eventually, so I mean it's better you did it now instead of one of my workers, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
They
assuming
ruined the soup.
that's how much
There's a
blood is at
raise.
the bottom of the cauldron with how much is on his hand.
mm.
There was.
You said you found something else on the cauldron, right, Enzo? Didn't you?
Yes, there was a slash mark on the cauldron. It was fresh, as if something was cut over it.
What do you mean?
I think he means like something chopped into the cauldron, like whoever did that cut off the person's head inside the cauldron or something like that. But the head is missing.
Yep.
It's like nowhere to be found. It's not even there.
You should have led with that.
Sorry. I'm overwhelmed.
The police station would get very quiet as you're very fervently describing yet another murder that they haven't even found yet, making quite a few of these investigators a little bit jealous as they think they might be out of a job soon.
You didn't even do any work, bro.
I'll take their pay.
The lead officer would put his hand on the back of his head and just look at the ground for a little bit. Seems very kind of distraught about a murder happening in a place that he just was at. But he shakes it off for a moment and asks if if there's any clue to like who might have been there or who you think it might be. Very knowing that you haven't seen all of the murders, he wants to know if you have any like idea or inkling of like a person, like an actual person that they could hunt down at this point.
The only thing I know is it is the exact same scent my animals picked up at the morgue and at all the other crime scenes. Same scent, so if it's either one person or a bunch of different people all sharing like a similar scent, so my animals can easily pick it up. They seem to notice it really easily. And the only person that I'm like a little suspicious of, but like I'm not sure, is the butcher we found in like a cave originally. It's where we found this bugbear. It's possible that there was like this butcher is doing this, but like I'm not sure. He did want an escort to this town, which is what we did, but like right after that night, everything went crazy, and it's so overwhelming.
You also forgot to mention there was some like green or just green someone orc kind of guy running away. Like,
I think that was
pretty soon after. Still, like it
So
should have been
you saw
anyone.
you saw somebody leaving the crime scene.
I mean,
Or-
everyone left the crime scene. Someone screamed.
That guy was hey!
There was a person outside the building, though, who didn't know. They seemed to be on the ground, like they were pushed to the ground.
And is this the person that saw?
Yeah, he's the
the
one
bar-
who
okay.
said a green orc was leaving and kind of leaving like he had somewhere to be, he said. I'm thinking it's Goran, but he wouldn't do this. There's no way.
So there was an orc found in the cauldron, and you saw, or somebody saw, the same person leaving the crime scene?
Something like that.
Couldn't have been. It couldn't have to be necessarily the same person per se. But, you know, that is interesting. There are ways to, you know, disguise yourself. So, just saying.
And what sort of ways are you thinking of?
Yeah, there's multiple ways. You know, take your pick. You know,
List
Magic.
them, ma'am.
magic. Change things. Magic again. You know, normal magic stuff. You know.
Are you saying that we're dealing with a changeling, or
I'm
what are you saying?
It is quite possible. Anyone who could have the ability to, you know, change what they
There's
look like.
also
And
the disguise self spell a lot of thieves use.
that's why I said magic.
He'd look between you two, with a furrowed brow. He's very stern at this point. Not quite liking that either of you know a way to disguise yourself. In the way of a crime.
Oops.
Either way, imagine Samara looking like she saw a ghost, considering the idea that, the revelation that whoever it was might not actually be Goran who left the building.
I can also transform into people.
That's what we were talking about. This guy's self. You know.
Son, every time you say something, it just makes you look worse.
You really just look like you murdered someone, and you're just confessing
hands
inside the police station.
Covered in blood, and you said you can turn yourself into other people?
Would you like me to demonstrate?
No, not really. It would only make you
He's
seem
just
more
an
guilty.
idiot, I promise.
Hey,
He's not a
I think
murderer, just an
Hey,
idiot.
real quick, I think out of character, I think statistically, I'm actually the smartest one here. I think my stats are the smartest on
You just don't
intelligence.
have good
Are you the
charisma.
wisest, though?
I am not the wisest. However, I am the smartest. My charisma
Hey,
and wisdom
okay.
is low.
So you
but
have
From-
book smarts, but not
Yes.
street smarts.
From personal experience, you can have great book smarts, but absolutely no street smarts. From experience,
oh yeah,
I know.
It's,
most of my stuff went to intelligence and dexterity. Wisdom and charisma is none. There is none.
I can tell you have no fucking charisma. When you talk to anyone, you're like confessing to murder every single time.
Hey, I'm not saying I'm the one who killed him. I'm just saying I can turn the people. Yeah,
You're saying you have the potential that if you wanted to, you could technically kill that person.
I could have. But
Okay.
Stop.
I'd also like to say, Mr. Policeman, I casted a spell to detect any magicians. There were no other magicians in the building besides me.
Release
To
magic detected.
detect magicians or detect magic?
Anything magical.
Okay.
A
you
magician appears out of thin
for-
air and pulls a rabbit out of a hat.
Thank you for doing a little more extra work for my people.
So do I get can you just,
Can you what?
can you guys like hire me? I'd like to, or I could like take one of your
God, no. Heaven.
Can I roll
You
for
would-
persuasion? Can I
No.
roll for persuasion?
No.
You would be the reason police brutality exists, sir.
That's a little fucked up, but yes.
I'm just saying.
Whoa!
As we
Hey,
have already
I'm sorry.
witnessed police brutality a little
I am a
bit.
lawful.
Hey, Cal.
I am still lawful. Okay.
You don't act
That
like
doesn't mean much.
Satara setting
I
her
follow
hand
a
on
code.
Satara setting her hand on Enzo's. You need to stop. You need to just stop.
Okay. Okay.
He wants to crawl out of his own skin.
He is very, very anxious.
we is
He's
losing
feeling
his
very cringe.
fucking mind right now.
Okay. He doesn't. The police station kind of goes back to business as usual, but he doesn't really seem to have anything else for you besides like if you can't name a name, he really wanted like a person to investigate himself.
That's me.
Besides the the wizard.
I did mention Shifty Butcher.
Shifty Butcher was mentioned. I know out of character, out of session. The witch in the bazaar was mentioned. But I don't know if anybody wanted to bring that up.
Enzo could.
You want me to drag the body?
What?
What?
Huh?
I
No,
heard
like
bring
genuinely,
my
what did
name.
you say?
Oh, I said they want me to drag the body.
No, earlier
No.
brought up. Earlier you said you thought it was the witch from the bazaar.
Oh yeah.
Did you want to bring that up to the guard? He's looking for fingers to be pointed at people.
I think it's the witch. The bazaar.
The
So specific.
Yeah.
which one? Which
Which
witch?
No,
is
wait.
it?
It wasn't me who thought that. It was Ellie, wasn't it? The lady who wanted the heads. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
was it
no.
Ellie?
I forgot she was a witch,
You don't
oh God,
even
so-
remember.
Well, I just forgot she was a witch, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I just missed something.
Yeah, okay. That's either way, whoever wants to bring it up can bring it up, but he shrugged.
I'll say it. I can say it.
All right. Yeah, the guard would shrug and kind of go, I guess we can
I do have a
investigate
slight
her."
suspicion. Yeah,
I mean, I know
with her.
witches are strange, but
I mean, she wanted skulls, and this guy's head's gone. It could be anything like that. It doesn't connect to the
Yes.
other murders, though. But you know, it's
She
a,
didn't
I've
want
never-
a goblin head though. So
yeah, I've never heard her want like a very intelligent person's head. She usually collects heads, yes, but usually for like medicinal studies.
Well, you know, it'd make more sense if she, sent someone out to kill someone instead of killing them herself, though. So, maybe not.
I'm not really the most offensive person, at least in my experience with her. We've had a few run-ins before.
That's why I said, she could hire people. I mean, she's hired us before.
Ellie, make a perception check really quick. 14. You notice quite a few of the guard captain's facial features are fairly similar to the witch. Kind of indicating that they might be related.
Ah,
But he's not really taking that into account. If you truly think that the witch is to be
The guard
a
captain?
murderer, yes. the
I
guard
just think
captain
it's.
is
I
might
just think
be
it's a
related
possibility.
to the witch in the bazaar. He'd put his hands on his hips and shake his head and say, yeah, okay, if you say so, and he'll wave you off and go back to his business. So at the moment, a group of guards would be dispatched to go collect the witch from the bazaar. And what would the group like to do?
Did I have Satara mention that the last person who spoke to Goran specifically was the butcher?
No, but you did tell him the butcher was also at that scene.
Yeah.
Kind of implied
So
it.
I mean,
Close
And he
probably-
was the last known person talking to Goran.
yeah, that's very fair. Either way, they're on the lookout for the butcher and the witch.
I do want to put my 2 cents in. You know, I'm just in character
Yeah.
because you guys were out. But
Your
it is
sense?
possible we could be dealing with some sort of, you know, shape-shifting magic, you know, something. If they all smell the same, but all the deaths look different. There was a magic death, and like I know there was like claws on the wall. It could have really been anything, or they could even be the same person. It's quite possible for, you know, you'd have claws and magic and be able to just cut off someone's head. So it was, you know, keep the possibility open that it could just be one person.
How would they be able to travel to so many places so fast?
Magic. You're a magic wielder. You got what, Misty Step?
That's my race.
Misty Step is still a spell, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Oh, I didn't know.
We could do that.
Hmm.
It's possible. Is all I'm saying.
Either way, we'd be going to the royalty district now and checking out those 2 murders.
They blend in.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to, we can run over these fairly fast.
Okay.
These next few.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
In the royalty district, the first one you find, so murder number 6 out of the original 10. The first one, when you arrive to the crime scene, you see a strange amount of rats.
In the royalty district?
In the royalty district, yes. A
Huh.
few people a bit disgusted by the amount of rats in the area, because it is a pristine part of the city. Like, there is not a speck of bird shit anywhere.
It's a plague
Um,
doctor.
It's a plague.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it's oddly dirty in this section, and a bit ratty.
Can I pick up a rat?
Sure.
Can I?
Sure.
Can I not pick up a
Is this
rat?
a normal rat?
Yes, these are
I
normal
do not
rats.
want to pick one up.
All right. Astoria doesn't pick up a rat.
Does this mean I can pick
Astoria
up
dies. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Yes, you can also pick up a rat.
She would pass away.
All Astoria dies.
picking up a rat? Does that mean I get a random pet rat from the
No.
street? Damn.
It attempts
It's
to
a
make
Damn.
wild New York pizza
Yeah,
rat, you know?
Yeah, these
Oh,
are
yeah.
New York pizza rats.
Basically.
Oh, these are
It's just a,
these
This
are
is not
rolled
Remy.
up in
This is not
pizza.
Remy from Ratatouille.
I look for a rat that
These-
knows
these are
that it's
big
from
rats.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
kung
these
fu.
are like large rats if they're from New York. These are
New York
bigger
pizza
than like a
rat.
Mini
these
Cooper.
are these East or West rats?
These are like Bronx rats.
Oh God!
Big boy.
The worst borough.
Rat.
I look for a rat that knows kung fu.
No, that's Brooklyn. Actually, I believe that's Manhattan. But no, you don't see a kung fu rat, a bipedal
You guys-
kung fu rat.
Do you know what ratatouille is?
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Yeah, the knockoff Ratatouille.
Yeah. That should be what kind of rats we're dealing with, you know? Maybe those are like the opposite ones. You know, the rival rats. The rival rats.
No.
Anyway, sorry. Off topic.
No.
My bad.
whatchamacallits, there's no other real big signs of the murder around here. The guards, again, they'll probably be posted at these points for, I don't know, like a week. So they're still around, but this one would correlate to the body that you saw in the morgue that has just bites taken out of it.
Lovely.
Just a bunch of little rat bites all over it. Number 7. This one's missing all of the fingers on its right hand. The hand is still there, but like each finger has been chopped off.
Someone making a Frankenstein.
Soup?
Soup.
Sorry. Soup ingredients.
The second body?
No, not soup.
The second body in the royalty district's missing all 5 of its fingers. I looked at my own hand and I just didn't see my thumb.
On the right hand?
On the right hand, yes.
Right hand only.
Right hand only. No. We're not sure how the person actually died, but there's only missing 5 fingers in total, and it's only on the right hand.
I see.
Sounds amazing. I love seeing fingerless hands.
Oh, I mean, you saw all these bodies before. These are
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
correlations.
Would I have been able to investigate for hair at either of these places?
I'm just running over these quick. So, like last
Alright.
one, I said there wasn't anything you would have
Yeah.
seen there. This one you would have seen. Let's say there's like a jet black strand of hair, a single strand. If you've looked hard enough, of just absolutely jet black hair.
Alright.
Banking would be the next stop. So let's see. Let me just go ahead and put the dots. So one was here. This was 6. This one is 7. Banking's gonna be up in the corner. Here you find somebody half stuck in a vault.
Ah,
Not like the door closed on them. They are halfway through the door. Like, no
Inside-
entrance or exit. This person has been somehow fused with the door.
not thrown, fused.
Not thrown. There is no entrance or exit to this, but
Kind of
the
like
vault
they
is
were
like
phased through like a ghost, right?
yes, but like materialized inside.
Oh, it's
the
funny on one of
seal.
those things where it's like 1 in a million bazillion chance we poke your finger through a wall because the atoms all separate. It's that, obviously, yeah. The 1 in a.
There
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Would there be magic traces here?
Yes. Yes.
I would assume so. Politely.
I mean, better to check than to assume.
Yeah.
Cast detect magic.
That's what we just
Again?
did.
Oh.
That's why we know, because you casted detect magic.
Yeah. Again, we're doing these quick.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
toss your spells as they come.
Okay. Do I take that off another slot, I'm guessing?
Yeah, please.
Okay. 2 spell slots to use.
Sad.
Wait, what class are you?
And I assume there's no hair anywhere?
Me?
Yeah.
No hair here.
I am a wizard.
You might be able to cast it as a ritual. I don't know.
I
The thing is, casting as a
like-
ritual means you sit down for 10 minutes. So
Taking 10 minutes at each spot would be. Yeah, if we're gonna be casting ritual, just we'll say it's that from here on out. Well,
So I don't-
the previous one and out. So don't take away that spell slot.
Okay.
yeah, that means that as long as the time's not urgent, then you don't have to use the spell slot.
The time is not as urgent as it was
So
previously thought.
Do I
to
only
be.
negate the 1 or both of them?
Just the one from earlier.
Okay.
Number 9 is Upper Class District. This one is Yaw. Now I'll just put 10 down here.
That's where Ratatouille
Oh.
lives.
I just knocked over my trash can.
Alright, well, game's over. Trash can's knocked down.
No!
Oh,
Trash can falls, party does.
Big Bill. R.I.P.
there's so much trash. We'll never pick it all up.
Oh, it's the Brutal Orchestra soundtrack.
Luckily, there was nothing in the trash can, actually.
Alright, no
Where was
trash.
there?
Everybody's alive.
My trash can's full. Why don't you take that shit out?
Everybody take a trash can break.
Trash can break? Go take it out.
Trash can break.
That would require me leaving my dorm. I think I'm good.
Ooh, yikes.
Not right now.
Not
Not right
today.
now. I'm in my pajamas. I'm
Can
already
you
there.
roll for accuracy to see if you can just throw it from out the dorm and land it in the dumpster?
I would have to go to the exact opposite side of the building, but yeah, I'm sure try. Throw it out the window.